Hi, hello. It is the 4th of May, 2021. This is Mismatch. You might have noticed some visual changes around here for what we're tentatively calling the Cryptid Chronicles. We're playing one-shot tabletop RPGs, and today we're continuing our game of Stewpot Tales from a Fantasy Tavern. Joining me in this wonderful creative adventure of fancy, wonder, other things, and maybe also drawing some stuff is Eve.
That's me.
Your mic cut out, so we got like the
Of
beginning
course.
of it.
That's me.
That is you, indeed. Also hanging out is Esty.
That's me.
Fuck you.
And also we have, I'm reading my notes here, it says, why did you invite me? I don't know why I want to be here. I'm just here to sabotage the stream, Daryl.
What's good? In addition, what's really good?
What is good?
I didn't
Oh,
realize
I know what's good.
Yeah, was someone on just like an old timey typewriter there for a second?
No, it was me playing with something on my desk. It was me
of course.
playing with a box cutter on my desk.
I feel like you should do that more often. I think it adds some like gravitas.
Did you like? I think everyone was paying attention when I just said about you actively trying to sabotage the stream. So I think that's good reason.
Have fun on the porch.
Anyway, I can answer both your question of what's good and what's. Well, hang on. You said what's good and what's really good.
Yeah, that is the question. Yes.
Me, I'm both of those things.
Both
good and really. I'm both your good and really good facilitator.
I was kind of hoping it'd be two separate items, but that's okay.
They are two separate items. It's just
what
the items are separate and they point at the same thing.
Several people are typing in the chat.
What? What? Is that possible?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Thank you, Buttery Sims. That's sweet of you. Good evening to you too.
What does it want from us? There's gonna be multiple people typing in chat. There's only one viewer.
There's two viewers.
Oh shit.
And you just need to calm down. Oh boy, here we go. Got. Alright, we're golden now. All the Discord stuff's lined up properly. And Eve is working on that really fancy book cover that you saw probably for a little bit on this flash screen.
Am I not enough for you, Daryl?
No, I think too much is the problem. I'm trying to hit the 0 viewer count, and it's not working out so
Yay!
far.
Split is here too.
Daryl, I would please, in all seriousness, like you to stop doing that. Thank you.
Okay, I'll fine. Yeah, alright.
I appreciate it if you don't, It's fun to do the bit where it's like, haha, you're trying to screw me over. If you're actually trying to screw me over when I have good anti-COVID juice in me, I'm going to come over and I'm going to hurt you.
Ooh,
I'm going to come to your place and I'm going to harm you.
He knows where you live.
That is a language that British people know how to speak.
He's come to pet cats and beat up Daryl, and he's all out of cats.
Yeah.
I'm sure Esty will sanction this because she's expecting it to turn hot at some point, but it's not going to turn hot. There's just
okay. Well, like if you're actually going to do that, can you like?
I've been waiting so patiently just to say that I have my cute little knitted octopus hat on my chair with me.
Yeah, you can tell Lily how much you like it, so she doesn't think just saying I'm saying it.
It sounds like some nice TOS.
Yeah, if anyone's gonna whoop my ass, I hope that they wait until they're vaccinated to do it.
I'm not gonna whoop your ass. I'm just gonna hurt you.
We are not doing this. We are not doing this right now. Presumably, you want to run this game, and if we do this, we're not doing this.
Guys, how the turntables? Just want to point that out.
I
Anyways,
wish we really want to do this, but I get the feeling that you don't actually want to do.
no, I don't. I want to
Yeah, I
play
didn't think
Stewpot.
so.
It's a bunch of mini games where we play as adventurers who've retired from adventuring life to open a tavern. I am playing F Sharp, the big and thick bard lady who plays a 3-meter tall, hand cranked. What's the huge violin thing called?
The cello?
Cello, yeah, hand cranked like mechanical cello.
That music knowledge is paying off.
Yeah. Her most recent endeavor, aside from helping grow stuff in the garden, was working with Taro to grow mega weed. Gigaweed, whatever we're calling it. And I think last time they got really hot-blooded about tree sports. That's what it says in my memories.
Yes.
There was a brief bit about tree sports.
We made
yeah.
tree sports.
We made tree sports. I want to write about tree sports, but I don't think tree sports are particularly relevant to cryptids, so I'm not gonna do it. We have Esty is playing Taro.
Yeah.
You any last week with Taro stuff or?
Yeah, Taro let F Sharp into her home for the first time, and she got an adorable present from ink, and it was feathers and ink to write in my journal. Very sweet.
Ink's a good boy.
And
Ink's a good boy.
Oh, sorry, I didn't say I was. I did say I was the bard, but I'm becoming the apothecary. Apothecary. However you say that. Fuck. Taro's the druid and is becoming the chef. Ink. Tell us about yourself.
I'm a rogue becoming a merchant. And last week I was happy because I made food that Taro appreciated, and a rat talked to me.
You caught a fish as well, right? Or was
I
that,
caught a fish,
was that
and then I
last
sold
week?
it to Taro.
I can't remember if that was last week, but
It was last week.
It was very cute.
Yeah, I fell in. Oh, I also did an egg quest,
Yes.
and I dropped the eggs. I mean, I didn't drop the eggs.
Yeah, you absolutely didn't drop the eggs.
No,
First time.
Nobody saw me drop the eggs, so
proud
that's
of you.
what matters.
So proud of you, Ink.
Yeah.
Friendly.
Sometimes I miss the olden days. Yeah, so wizard very slowly becoming a farmer. I possessed a rat and ate some food. I possessed a fish and swam around. What's going on?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Okay.
You can continue.
Okay, yeah. Laid down some twine to deceive our guests.
Oh Christ, I'd forgotten about that. You're a like fucking front of house or whatever, right? You're a ghost.
Yeah.
You lead...
Unpleasant magical front of house. Yes.
Okay. And then our tavern is in a big treehouse place. It's a big ship. Hung from a bunch of ropes between some trees in a treehouse place. There's now another smaller ship underneath it, a boat that has our garden in. It has to be big enough for us to all wander around on it, so it's got to be relatively big. There's horrible poisonous berries. The water wheel on the boat runs a generator when it's raining, and the boats are covered in runes to protect from fire damage. All our ratings are 1, except for atmosphere, which is 2. And then our known NPCs are Blanderon, the whitest elf you'll ever know. Did we name? We named the Kenku, right? I just didn't write it down.
Chime.
As in Chime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Chime, Kenku, Crow, Spirit, who is friends with Friendly. Belegolas. And... an elf.
Large scare quotes.
I was trying to enunciate the quotes and it was difficult without saying the word quote unquote quote elf.
Don't want to give the game away.
He's an elf.
Yeah. Gotta love a
He's
legacy.
a wonk.
If you're a first time viewer, don't worry about it. It's a secret to everybody. All will be revealed in good time. And then the other new person we got last new NPC is a rat that lives in the tavern. The
Gruffy. I think I
Yes.
named him.
Yeah, Scruffy sounds right. Yeah.
That friendly possessed.
Very, very good for our food ratings around here.
I think
Yeah.
the last thing we did was play another game of Sliced.
Yeah,
That's
that's when Ink made food.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you were trying to
Impress my
get Taro to praise you.
yeah.
Okay. So who was it who picks that second?
That was me.
Oh, that was Ink. So then whose turn is it next to pick a game?
I'm pretty sure I'm after you. But I don't know.
Friendly went first, didn't he? Because we
Yeah,
did
I
slice
was
first.
first.
Okay, and then I went because it was off the clock.
Okay.
And then romancing a stranger was off.
That would have been Esty.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah, you did that for someone else. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was
Then
And
I
then-
do cook.
sliced.
Okay.
So it's Friendly's turn again, right?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh wait, we did a wear and tear as well. Like
We've
not,
done
Yeah, we
we've
did a
done
wear and
one
tear.
wear and
Okay.
tear.
not that it matters who, like no specific character does that, but I just wanted to make sure we had actually done
Yeah.
it one time.
Mhm.
Oh wait, no, we did one other game. We did the harvesting game. We did homegrown.
Oh right. Oh yeah,
House.
I did homegrown. I did homegrown, right.
Right, there we go.
Oh wait, where's that put us then? Is it still me?
No, it
It's
should be-
either me or SD.
Okay.
And I'm willing to just, go with whoever wants to. Like, do you have something in mind that you want to do, SD?
I'm like thinking I kind of like the idea of making it busy, so a distinguished guest or festival day.
I mean, I like both of those because if we pass them, we get to improve our tavern rating again.
That's great. Okay.
Also,
You can fail mini games.
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, like fail is you don't get to improve your tavern for free.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
There's no explicit failure state in this game.
Hey.
I like both games equally, so I don't have an opinion on like which one. I guess playing a distinguished guest is how long do you want to spend creating an NPC who's going to be a guest?
That's fair. Let's do festival day first. So yeah, I'm gonna put my name on festival day.
All right. Let me open the rules.
The rules.
The rules. It's like the devils in Pantheon Stocking where they over-enunciate all their R's. Tear Market Day. Homegrown. Sliced. I know what's missing from this sheet now. Also, is Ink's Quest. Was the
I didn't
help
drop
out
any
NPC
eggs.
side quest.
Yes, NPC side quest. That was Ink. I saw 4 mini games here, and I was like, I know we go slow. We don't go that slow. So you said festival day, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Your town has a few festival days a year, and they're some of your busiest. How do you prepare? How do you handle the influx of people? Setup. Anyone can play. Both player character and named NPCs can be played. Describe what kind of festival is happening today. Each player describes one decoration or feature of the festival. Does your character like this festival? Hate it? And are they ambivalent? Let's do this, and then I'll go through challenges once we've defined this festival a little bit. And I guess I'll make a new sheet for the festival, so I can write some stuff down. I guess first, SD, what's the festival? Do you have an idea in mind for what the festival is?
What season are we in right now? We've never discussed that, have we?
Yeah, no, and we don't have to be like, oh, there's 4 seasons, right?
No, that's fair. I was thinking something along like when the when like fall starts to set in and like harvesting and everything. So just like a little Thanksgiving, watch the leaves change color and shit. Also because then everybody has to start working together to stop their houses from getting crushed by the giant fruit. Or the giant poisonous berries. Yeah.
So we're celebrating that the berries are falling?
No, it's that's when they
interesting
start to set
angle.
up. No, they start to set. Well, because like I was thinking, my character's a druid, right? The ability to like manipulate plants.
Yeah.
So it's just all the druids like setting up and using their like magic to move it down, and tourists are like, look at all the fucking cool plant magic. So like they start to make like a thing out of it. So like decorated ivy and shit that are like redirecting the berries.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of think that'd be neat. Like a I feel like the community would be more at ease once there aren't huge balls of poison looming over their heads all the time.
That's fair.
It's the festival of making sure we don't die over the winter.
I mean, like, so the didn't like winter festivals used to be like, hey, it's great we didn't die during the winter.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that probably happens.
That's not that. It's not that weird and funny.
Yeah, so we have a festival to move all the giant fruit when they're ripe, or like when they start to get overripe, so that they don't fall on us. Because they're too dense when they're like ripe, so we have to wait.
What do we do with all this goddamn fruit that is poisonous?
I had a festival idea, but we'll I don't know, we'll see if that comes to fruition.
I was gonna say that they might have found a way to make an antitoxin with the poison that like gets sold, so it's just like a big harvest festival.
My idea was that like one day a year, all the fruit just becomes like super tasty. And like you gotta try and use it in that one day before all the juice just turns lethal and gross.
I love that because then it
they
makes
all
it
just like change color for one day.
Yeah,
super festival-y, and there's just this like
become
gross...
like tasty friendly berries instead of evil goop berries.
There's something
it's like one of the deity gods that you worship just like makes them edible once a year just because they're kind of an asshole.
Most gods are annoying, yes.
I feel like it's probably a thing where somebody put a curse. Maybe a witch cursed to the berries, and the biggest curse they could manage was like, may you be delicious one day a year.
It's like the monkey paw. I want like really delicious food that can feed the whole village. It's only one day a year.
Okay, so
and the monkey paw just disappears.
You can eat the fruit, and it's delicious. This is great because we've set us up as like a huge tourist destination, right?
Yeah.
Like fucking people on Instagram would love to post about having gone to the forest with the berries that you can only eat one time a year, with pictures of them eating the berries the one time a year.
Like drinking like lemonade made of the berries and shit, or not lemonade.
It'd be like the equivalent of like cherry blossom selfies, except with big berries
that kill you every other day of the year.
Berry blossom selfies. All right. So Taro, do you like the? Oh, hang on. Yeah, describe one decoration or feature of the festival first, Taro, or anyone else, I guess.
So I was thinking that like one thing about the festival is like I was saying the ivy, like druids having like competitions of who can make the prettiest, strongest ivy. So there's like different categories, like shitty Pokemon battles where it's like which one's the cutest, which one's the fastest, shit like that. So there's like a series of like tournaments.
Ivy tournaments. It's an Ivy League tournament.
Yeah. I was thinking like paper lanterns, except
you bitch.
Too late. Except they're like big berries that have been like sliced in the bottom and have like a big red oozing liquid, like not actually liquid, but it's like a paper representation of liquid emanating from the bottom. Like all the berries are bleeding horribly all over the place.
Jesus.
So I'm gonna go my decoration, my feature or decoration is basically a giant spigot that they just shove in the side of the berry, and then pull the lever to get like good berry juice out.
So wait, are we doing like folding together like Tasty Berry and Berry Removal Festival thing? Is that what we're doing here?
Yeah, we remove the
You
berries.
have
Okay,
to get
cool.
them off the branch.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
So you start harvesting on that day.
Okay, I didn't know if we were doing separate things. All right, cool.
we get the berries down and we try and eat the berries, right?
All right, sounds good.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I assume that it's not like. Is it like? Oh, is it like they have to be picked on that day to be delicious?
Yeah.
If
Yeah. My idea was that like arbitrarily at the end of the day, like if what you haven't consumed, it all just turns back to poison. Just like flipping a switch.
I'm like, it's slightly less grim if it's like stuff picked on that day is delicious, but also
Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
love this, like, we have to
Otherwise,
eat
it
it.
gets too like weird magical. Yeah, it's like when it's off right because it stops like maturing, and then like immediately after it's inedible. It's like rotten.
Okay. But yeah, my thing is like a big old spigot that you shove in the side of the berry, and then you can just like pull the thing, and the spigot and the berry juice comes out, and obviously there's people coming around with like big steins and filling them with berry juice.
I just had another idea.
You already used your idea.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll probably bring this up in some capacity for the end.
There's more opportunities to make stuff up for this festival. This is just like the initial pass. Sorry, Friendly, what was your thing?
Oh,
paper
my
lanterns.
Yeah. Bleeding berry paper lanterns. Yes.
And right, paper lanterns that are bleeding berries, and probably read about it in 6 months' time and be like, what does that mean? Ink.
Geez, I don't know now. What about like a fair, like a small fair with games and shit?
Yeah, sure. Do you say with games and shit because that's like the main thing in the fair is the games?
Yeah. I don't know what kind of rides they would have, but yeah, it'd mostly be games. Probably you win berry-related plushies and stuff.
Very funny.
I went to this town and all I got was this lousy berry T-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, like an actual yoga ball, except it's like, you know.
We should also answer the second question: is does your character like the festival, hate it, how ambivalent? I think like F Sharp's into the festival, but they're more like, hey, I want to go perform. I want to go perform for people on festival day. Like, I want to take my instrument out and go do bardy shit for the day.
And I'm just like, my dude, no, please.
What? Why?
We're gonna be understaffed. How could you do this? We're so understaffed today.
I think F Sharp would help with stuff. They wouldn't like fucking slack off
Oh yeah.
helping.
Bye.
But probably like the. I guess F Sharp and Taro both have to help with the harvesting, right?
Yeah.
So do we have people who come in and cover the tavern that day? Ink and Friendly left to like deal with this swell of visitors.
I feel like we should hire on Blanderon. I think it's time to. I think we need that guy in the kitchen.
I figure like the festival.
No way, he's not in the kitchen. He is a waiter, and he's like, could I recommend
Can I recommend the water?
So what I actually
Yeah.
figure is like the festival takes part in midday, so like there's a window when people can like book their rooms, put their stuff in, and like leave, and then like dinner options is when we'll actually open. So like after the main event, so like after like we've taken care of the berries and like played, like you had the music and taken part in the fair, then we like go back to like set all of the customers for like the dinner rush.
Okay. So my actual thing is, I was gonna reframe it so I play my music in the evening, at like the end of the festival. So like after work's done, everyone's like chilling,
Okay, then yeah, how about like they have it like you have to be signed in by noon for your keys.
Yeah.
Because then we leave. So like most of the work happens in the late evening when we're just like serving tables, but like with just ink and friendly, because like I feel like the bard would still take time to also just like be a bard.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be some barding happening, but Sharp's like the big sister. They have to help with things.
Yeah. Yeah, so we can totally have it in the evening that like everything settles down.
Okay.
Yeah, so the kitchen's basically closed until evening.
Okay, somebody else tell me how they feel about the festival, how their character feels about the festival.
Friendly is immensely pleased with this. Anything that's pastoral or rural is very nostalgic. So you know the harvest mainly coming from the trees is a bit of a twist, but apart from that, it feels something like childhood.
I assume Ink's super into this.
Ink loves it. Lots of visitors because it's touristy, so he can do lots of trading and buying and selling.
Okay.
So yes, Ink
Oh, yeah.
likes it.
I don't know how this would fit in, but so you know, like historically in Europe, how you know they'd bring in all the grapes, and then they'd have like the prettiest women in the village take off their shoes and like dance on the grapes to produce all like
The wine and
to juice the grapes. Yeah,
Ink would
imagine-
partake despite the fact he's not a beautiful woman.
I was thinking with this because the fruit's like so big and like heavy that instead of being like beautiful women, it's just like jacked dudes doing like big like line dances.
Well, I was gonna
on the
say
fruit.
it's like the Scottish when they have like strongman competitions.
Yeah, it's like
so it's just like it's warrior classes fighting.
Can I have my Prince Ashitaka moment where they're all working in the fucking iron factory, like pumping the bellows, and he just walks in and starts pumping the bellows for the entire row of people?
Oh god, I better Google what this reference is.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
It's
what?
from Princess Mononoke.
They
So-
don't watch movies.
I'm not as cultured as you
Oh
are.
wait, we did see Mononoke. It's just I saw it once and I already forgot.
Yeah. In Princess Mononoke, the Lady Eboshi only employs the women in the iron factory smelting the iron.
She
And
was
like,
the first feminist.
yeah, when Prince Ashitaka goes in there's like 6 of them on this bellows roll, all pushing the bellows together with their legs, and he comes in and like goes on the end and is like pushing it for all of them so they don't have to do anything. Because he's fucking possessed with the unholy strength of a dead boar god.
Yeah, okay. That's a twist.
But that feels like that you're talking about a thing that is definitely F Sharp's bag, right? Because they're jacked.
Yeah.
So to play, take turns choosing challenges to attempt from the list. On a heads, you succeed, and you can try another challenge when your turn comes around again. On a tails, your character is knocked out, and your character is knocked out, and you are either out for the rest of the game or need to choose one of the named NPCs to play. Each player can use one of their experiences from their adventurer job or their town job once during festival day, succeed, and gain an automatic point. If a player character is knocked out, that player may play as a named NPC until they are knocked out as well. If you have 5 points at the end of the game, you succeed. You can upgrade the tavern. If you have less than that, describe how each of your characters recuperates from being overwhelmed. And the challenges are, you severely underestimate the amount of prepped ingredients you would need for the festival and have to use a knife faster than you have ever before. A mishap occurs sorting guest luggage and you need to track down several lost bags. A very upset guest is causing a commotion. You draw lots and you've gotten the short straw. The regulars egg you on to take part in a contest while you're working, and they're very insistent. An adventurer is a little careless handling a magical artifact, and it goes haywire in the middle of the festivities. supplies are running low, and there's no chance of replacing them exactly. You're going to have to improvise with what you have. There's a rough storm on the way, but you might be able to board everything up and weather it out if it just grazes you. And the equipment you're using for the little stand you've set up in town square isn't exactly new, but it's giving you more trouble than usual today. I will try to very quickly migrate these over to the sheets, but PDFs can be funny creatures. And by funny, I mean awful. Like, for example, it's not copying any T's or H's. I assume everyone's taking part in this because everyone said that they liked the festival.
Yeah.
So who is interested in doing one of these? And I think we all go round until we've all flipped out or we have scored 5 points. Don't all volunteer at once.
Oh, I'm just waiting for you to.
Oh, you're waiting for me to copy all the things over?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's weird, like, I think the PDF converts T and H into some weird single letter that... other stuff. Okay, it's nearly all copied over now. I know which one of these I would like to do.
Yeah.
I think you should go first, Taro, since you picked this game.
Yeah. I was thinking it'd be kind of funny to have them because, like, the way I had it was Taro really likes the Druid part of the festival, hates everything else because hates people, just hates the increase of like less room to get around and such. So I just picture a regular egging you on to take part in a contest. So they're like, hey, I know you want to like move the berries, but you should take part in the actual Druid contest instead of just watching. And it's like, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, so, oh, I forgot to enter. I'm stupid.
Okay, we got that thing with the heads and tails over here.
Yeah. Boop. Heads.
Heads. You got the regulars egg you on. The regulars. Does that include Blanderon?
Yeah, Blenderon and like Legolas are like shouting.
Fuck.
You put it away with the best of them to roars of approval. Gain a point.
Oh yeah.
All right.
It was just like ivy made of like weed. No, but I totally picture just like as many flowers they can like cram on and shit.
Yeah, what does your ivy look like?
So like I have ivy all throughout her hair and everything with like flowers going on it, so I assume it's a lot of that, but she wants to show off a bit since they egged her on, so like she'll like show off those like rare flowers she's been like breeding in her house. So it's just magical, gigantic flowers nobody's seen of like new colors and petal shapes. Yeah.
It's got to be some like low-key salty people there who like thought they had a chance until you showed up. They're like, "Thank God you don't participate," and then some people convinced you to. Like, we're fucked now.
What the fuck's gonna happen now?
Eve, did you say something?
No.
Oh, I had a noise. Okay.
Who wants to go next?
Are we what was that bit about like incorporating our experiences into the thingamajiggy? Like, how's that work?
If you use an experience, you automatically succeed at the challenge.
Oh, okay, cool,
okay.
awesome. All right.
But you can only do it once for each adventurer.
Okay, cool. Where are we?
I'm telling you what, I'm not going to.
But that's not the same as gaining, right?
No, you'll still. So if you use an adventure experience when we finish this game, you will then gain a town experience.
Oh.
Whenever you use an adventure experience for anything, if you've never used it before, you will gain a town experience after the game.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with an adventure is a little careless in handling a magical artifact, and it goes haywire in the middle of the festivities.
You're a terrible wizard.
What?
You're a terrible wizard.
What? No,
Why?
friendly can tell you what the weather's gonna be. You shut up.
I have a specific way to resolve this situation. Anyways, so a daring young rogue, he strides into the middle of the festivities tent, being a desperate pick-me and try-hard, and he produces a magical wand that he has purchased, which he claims will produce fireworks whenever he swishes it around. He swishes it multiple times, as instead shocked to find that it creates massive explosions instead. So he's
Potato, my dude.
Inadvertently blowing shit up all over the place. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use Arcana. Naturally, Friendly knows exactly what is going wrong with this stupid kid's stupid wand. Very common curse. You put an illusion on the wand, so is to generate horrible things happening around the person. But fortunately, they are not actually real. The stupid kid generates a whole bunch of panic, but does very little else because all those explosions are merely just an illusion. Friendly dispels his wand and takes it away from him.
That's even funnier because you're getting shown up by like a fucking ghost 12-year-old.
just sit there and watch as he pretends to blow shit up for a while.
Oh my god! Like friendly's unimpressed look. I am 12. What is this?
Friendly likes a little mischief, even if someone else is causing it inadvertently.
This is when we're gonna find out you were like the creature of Discord the whole time.
You sold him the wand.
Loki.
You possessed somebody and sold him the wand right before it, like just at the opening of the village.
You possessed Ink for a second and gave him one of your wands.
I'm super into that. Let's do that.
That you sold it?
I mean that's kind of bad, but I'm into it.
I mean, you're a fucking like 1,000-year-old ghost who gives a shit. I just love how OP he is and like useless at the same time. It's like your wheelhouse. It's great.
Where is this stuff written again?
It's on the festival notes.
Festival notes.
Festival notes. I see.
I'm good to go next if you want some more time to think.
Okay.
Because I just have a very funny visual in my mind, which is a very upset guest is causing a commotion. You draw lots and you've gotten the short straw, which I assume is somebody who showed up like too close to when we're closing the tavern to leave.
Throwing a shit fit.
And F Sharp just like picks them up and puts them back outside. And then when they come back into the tavern, she picks them up, takes them back outside again. Keeps depositing them not in the tavern, and let's see how well that works. Apparently it's a very successful strategy.
Hey, nice.
Alright. I disagree with the part where it's like you've drawn lots and you got the short straw. F Sharp would definitely just volunteer to deal with this. Ink's too much of a sweet boy to have to do it, and Taro would.
If they did draw straws and Ink got it, he'd be like, "I won!" and he'd be all excited about it.
And Taro would just kill a bitch.
Yeah, I want to say also it was just like Friendly super wanted to, and I want to retcon and say you got the long straw because it's like whoever gets the short straw doesn't get to deal with him because you just really don't want Friendly dealing with it. From playing with it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
What else
I'm sad at our level of success because I kind of want to see the fucking rat
Somebody
have to
fail?
do a challenge.
The Adventures of Blanderon.
Yeah.
Is my turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick. Where was that? I gotta go back. Supplies are running low, and there's no chance to replace them exactly. You're going to have to improvise. I'm gonna use my ability network, able to obtain anything.
Okay.
So I obtain like it says you can't obtain what you need, but I obtained the closest supplies that I can.
Okay.
So it doesn't fall apart.
Yeah. Nice. And you used your experience for that, so that's just a straight up success.
Yeah.
What does your network say? It's just like, oh, you have
Able to obtain anything.
anything. Okay. Is that like is your network just like a connection of people that you traded things with? Is that your network?
Yeah.
Okay. Taro, you went first, so it's you again.
I'll do the. You severely underestimated the amount of prepped ingredients you would need for the festival and have to use a knife faster than ever.
Okay.
Boop. I just fucking cut my finger open.
Boy, okay.
I'm bleeding
yikes.
everywhere.
Oh, yikes.
Good thing we have those runes so that my infernal blood doesn't light the kitchen on fire.
Thing we have Blander on to take over in the kitchen.
The blander on off the bat.
Yeah,
Is
you
Blander on
accidentally
to
cut
manage the
deep
kitchen?
into a finger and have to sit out nursing your wound for a while. F Sharp comes into the kitchen and very politely asks if your blood's supposed to be that color.
Yes.
But also,
No.
but also is bringing like the fantasy first aid kit or whatever.
Blanderon in the kitchen is a terrible idea, but also a hilarious idea.
It's just he's the one prepping the rest of the food. Is that who we want to
Don't-
leave in charge of cutting the rest of the food?
Don't worry, I brought my own ingredients. Pulls out like a box of salt.
Like Kellogg's cornflakes.
It's my favorite spice.
It's
ground up cornflakes. Sorry, go down.
I
my
actually
God.
think that with Taro there to instruct him, he would probably be fine as like a prep chef.
Yeah.
Unless we
I mean,
want to
yeah, he's still-
ratatouille
he's
this
still an
shit.
elf. Still got really high dexterity.
Who's next?
Are these knives cut too?
Friendly does after.
Should I just be maximum bullshit? Like, is that fine?
Yes.
Like, is that bad? Okay. Sure. I'm gonna be huge bullshit. So I'm gonna go with there's a rough storm on the way, but you might be able to board everything up and weather it out if it just grazes you. So I'm gonna go ahead and use what was it called, Weatherbane, I believe.
You're just gonna use
Yeah,
all your
what-
abilities now.
You can't do
You can't
abilities
use one
twice.
for one.
Oh,
One per-
okay.
You can only do it one time
per
per
next
next
round.
round.
Okay, I'll change my mind then.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would be very funny though. Like everyone insists that there's a bad storm on the way, and you're like, "No, I've been 300 years into the past. I checked. It's fine."
If I may, I think I'm going to have Legolas do a mishap occurs sorting guest luggage, and you need to track down several lost bags.
I very much approve of this.
As we might recall, Legolas is a quote unquote expert tracker.
Oh my god, when this goes tails, it's gonna be so fucking funny.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, so Legolas, having felt not guilt exactly, I'm not quite sure that he's capable of feeling guilt. He wants to.
He has to repay the debt.
Yeah, he wants to try and pull his weight a little bit. For
If he can, not because he feels bad.
Yeah, exactly. An elf cannot owe a debt of gratitude, essentially. So he offers to track down the missing luggage of some of the guests. staying at our lovely boat using his incredible elvish senses. So let's do a roll on that, and if it succeeds, it's gonna be really dumb.
I can't wait. Please, please, please.
50%
I'm
chance
excited
of
for
dumb luck. Oh
Ah!
no. That's
Uh,
unfortunate.
So Legolas, in the middle of the night, he activates his infravision so he can see in the dark, and he ventures off into the woods where he is convinced that all of the guest luggage have been stolen and stored in a cave somewhere. He returns 3 days later, empty-handed, claiming that the thief is now dead, but destroyed the luggage in the process.
Meanwhile, we were like, we found it.
He's looking to be in distinctly rough shape.
Taro feels a little bit bad, so she's like, I won't quite get mad at him yet for not paying.
If it rolled heads, it's just like he comes back 20 minutes later with all the luggage inexplicably, just like really fast.
Inexplicably, they have twice as much luggage as the luggage that they lost.
And one of the taverns nearby are complaining about luggage.
All
right. There's a rough storm or the equipment thing. Eve, I assume you probably want the equipment for the stand, right?
Sure. I am a merchant.
That seems like a very ink thing. Do you want to go? Because I'm not really interested in this storm prompt, but I'll do it if we have to. Play
Oh, with the other thingy? How do I do a coin flip? Where am I going?
You just go to playing cards IO and click the heads or tails button.
Oh. It's tails. I failed.
I wanted to ask you about your equipment.
I can still talk about it.
Yeah, please talk about it.
Let me just. Which one is it? It's
the equipment you're
the
using
equipment.
for the little stand you set up in the town square isn't exactly new, but it's giving you a little more trouble than usual today.
Okay, so my stall is like, I'm just gonna doodle it on my page. It's like, gonna give little flags. Has a little fancy awning. I'm gonna say it's striped. Did someone leave? Was it me?
No.
What?
Hello?
Oh, that's kind of funny.
Excuse me, I burped.
It
Yeah.
sounded
No,
like
there
a
was like
burp.
a stream levy thing.
Yeah,
sound.
that's funny.
No, nobody let me stream. It's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna give it
I see you do a righteous burp though.
Yeah.
like this.
It's like iced tea burp.
Nice.
More like
We-
nice tea.
Yeah.
We ate
Way up top.
Nasty Women's Club. Oh god, these fries actually are really disgusting.
Nice.
Want a bite?
Forward.
Campbell.
My beautiful.
Oh yeah, they even feel kind of funky.
Oh no, it leaked through into. Actually, that's an old note. I
This
guess.
is gonna go like this.
Like atrocious.
It's not pleasant.
That's edible. I've had less edible things.
That's fair.
Gonna have like shelves in the back. So that's our beautiful stall.
Okay.
It's so beautiful.
Yikes.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be wood.
Tombstone stuff hasn't eaten paper.
What
Yeah.
what thing is at the store? Like, what do you do?
I just sell like knickknacks and stuff.
You're just like-
Probably berry
Just like
berry related.
just like stuff, berry related knickknacks.
Berry
Yeah,
feast.
yeah, because people
Berry
come here to like all about the berries, and
Yeah.
so
Oh,
yeah,
that's
mostly berry related knickknacks like keychains or wand chains and
I like that. That's good.
and like hats and the like hats that make it look like Minetta's hair from My Hero.
No,
Okay.
no.
Yeah. And flags with the different druids symbols.
Oh yeah, that's a sick marketing opportunity right there.
Yeah. And all that kind of stuff. But this like little stick that holds the awning up just will not. It will not stay,
Oh.
and so the awning falls down.
Ah!
I got
Wow.
goofy images of like Ink trying to hold the awning up whilst also trying to serve customers.
Yeah, I'll doodle, like, you can go on to the next thing, but I'll kind of doodle how I picture it.
Okay. Well, it's all on me now, and I can't use a skill because No, wait, I didn't. I can use a skill to do this challenge, and then we will pass.
Oh, is that, are we? Oh, oh yeah,
We need at least 5 points.
yeah. I kind of lost track how many we have. We got at least 2.
We need 4. I'm gonna feed the cats a little early. So he shushes his fat cat mouth.
Yeah, sponge.
Can Esty still hear even though they're feeding the cat, or do we need to wait for them to come back?
She won't be able to hear very well for like the next 20 or 30 seconds until she comes back
Okay.
in. Oh, how
I'll
often hear this?
just-
Yeah. Now she'll be able to hear you.
I want to get pretty high on some bullshit, so I want to get everyone's buy-in on this.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna. Where the fuck did the other one go? Oh, there it is.
Ugh, I'm so fidgety today.
That's a mode.
Yeah.
Mode instead of
Are you
Oh,
like
cool.
this?
It's like what all the cool kids are doing, you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's like super hip.
Oh, I didn't know that because when I said I was gonna kill myself, the customer said mood.
Oh, damn. Well, he's got to step up his lingo.
All right. So the prompt is there's a rough storm on the way, but you might be able to board everything up and weather it out if it just grazes you. And here's what I want to do. I want to use my giant instrument and cryptid hunting skills to summon the cryptid that controls the weather
I love it.
Whoa.
and redirect the storm away, which probably really fucks with oh no, wait, it's better than that. Me and Friendly have a conversation about it, and Friendly's like, it's not supposed to storm today. Because they know all the weather, because they were there 300 years ago.
Oh.
And I'm like,
That's a
I
bad
fucking smell cryptid shenanigans.
Mm.
And I play a song on my instrument, which I guess I just need to give a name to this thing. That like gets them to not send the storm over our town on the festival day. It'll probably just be back tomorrow. They're probably an asshole. They probably just gonna come back tomorrow.
Most of them are, yes.
I love how Friendly always just goes into meta convos.
Try to avoid the gods if I can help it. We're not on very good terms. Oh.
Because you succeed and we win and we get to make our thingy pretty.
Yeah, I'm
Or
just
whatever.
Adding a thing to the NPCs called Storm Summoning Cryptid because I need to think about what the fucking deal is. I think it's like a big swarm of things, though.
Ooh.
Like a hive.
A big swarm. It'd be really crazy if it was like a swarm of butterflies.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh.
Like it, because butterfly effect. I like it.
Yeah.
Butterfly effect.
Accelerated butterfly effect.
It's
Cryptid
actually
is called
the
the butterfly
opposite of the butterfly effect, because instead of like a butterfly flaps its wings on the other side of the planet and there's a storm somewhere, it's like a shit ton of butterflies come to specifically this place and flap their wings together, and then a storm is here.
Much more direct butterfly effect.
Actually, yeah, I really like that because then it can be like the song that she plays, like makes them re-swarm in a way where they go away from the town.
There, I drew how he's trying to sell his shit.
Aw, that's cute.
What?
Am I a furry?
Well, that sounds like
Definitely
a
a
pretty
furry.
epic character moment right there.
Super
Alright.
epic.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we finished the challenge, which means we get to upgrade a tavern rating.
Oh, shit.
I think I basically was the person who pitched the tavern rating last time, so somebody else make some suggestions.
What are the
Kitchen.
suggestions?
The
okay,
tavern
let's do
ratings
this.
are cuisine, which is currently a cramped kitchen, small pantry, cheap local wines, and a small brick oven. Our atmosphere is 2, which is canvas cots, freshly painted walls, and clean windows. And our service is 1, a former farmhand, and injured local guard. If we increase our service, we can name an NPC that we are now employing.
That would actually be handy if we have another festival. But still, kitchen.
Yeah, cuisine is perfectly acceptable.
I mean, I'm biased. And like,
I mean, you did the festival thing, so it makes
yeah.
sense that you'd pick the thing.
Yeah.
So you know how it says there, what was it? Cheap local wines, I believe is the wording.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like that. Like they bottle like a vintage of like
Our berries.
non-poisonous berry juice,
Yeah.
but instead of like the year, it's like the day that happened where the berries weren't toxic on that particular year, and that's when it was bottled.
Yeah, so it's just bottled that year because like everybody knows it's just the one day.
It's like they're all like specific to the day and the time, so that they're not like
Oh, so
horrible.
what you're saying is that the vintage is hours and minutes since the dawn of
Yeah.
the day that the berries were picked?
Yeah, exactly. It's like an incredibly specific vintage.
That's so great. Like, you go and get a bottle of wine down, and it'll be like 37 minutes.
Sounds
and
like an SCP.
24 seconds.
Yeah, it's because if you like drink a vintage of the wine that isn't like, if you check back and it's not on a festival day, then it's like effectively just like poison.
Yeah, but why would anybody try to make the wine on a non-festival?
Yeah,
Hey, I could imagine some reasons.
it's not wine though. It's just poison then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why would we have poison?
Well, I mean, you're not going to sell it, but you know, you'd probably want to verify.
Oh, okay, so
lest someone be using that on you for
So friendly is filling our fucking basement with poison.
Whoa, no. I'm just saying that, you know, like all the wine produced from the berries is verified to such an incredible degree, because if someone gives you a bottle of this stuff that doesn't have the authenticity on it, they might be trying to kill you.
Oh, like we market specifically?
Maybe there's like a special seal that goes on the bottles.
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of like a cheap local wine, it's like our special wine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
okay. This whole
effective...
time I was thinking we were putting it on the basis of a shit wine.
No.
Okay.
It's because we upgraded now. It's presumably slightly less.
We're going to cuisine too.
Yeah, I thought we were using
that means that we have a few bottles of the good stuff.
Yeah.
Which I assume are berries that were harvested in the first 15 minutes of like the harvest festival, so like the ripest and most delicious. A cuisine 2, a modest kitchen, a couple of ovens, a regular supply of essentials, a few bottles of the good stuff.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm into that.
Does anyone want to describe any new features of the tavern since we upgraded it?
There's 2 ovens.
Whoa!
That's amazing.
Oh, like a fucking stacked oven.
Like
oven.
I have to ask. It's like, Taro, if you suddenly got some budget to improve your kitchen, what is like the thing that you're like, this is what's going in my kitchen now?
A walk-in freezer.
Nice.
That living cold plant.
Yeah, like definitely something that could like better contain all of our exotic ingredients.
Inc. made new pretty menus.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
and expects praise from Taro. Is like, did I do good? Did I do good? Always wants praise from Taro.
I just took pictures of like the dishes and put them in, and it's just like, nice job. Now everybody that doesn't speak common can read it.
I'm gonna say that Friendly would want to set up like a little kitchen herb planter filled with things that are like incredibly mundane, like dill and mint.
Oh, you know
like
what?
that.
Having like a little bakery.
Flanderon's like, whoa, dude, that's crazy.
Just like tries mint for the first time. It's like, oh my god,
that's way too spicy for me.
I picture that like because of the extra room, because Taro's able to like multitask a lot better. She like starts setting up like this little display of like breakfast foods for the guests in the morning, like croissants and like cookies and
shit.
Waffles and shit. So it's just like, yeah, she specifically buys a waffle iron.
I just realized you gave me the perfect excuse to be extra and put F Sharp in a bartender's outfit. So they're now doing some bartender shit. Some fancy
Like it.
bartender shit behind the bar. Probably making some mojitos with that mint.
Yeah. Make a drink with the dude.
Ew, what? I mean, I guess he could.
Deal
Yeah.
drink. I think we need to do wear and tear now.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
think
I guess it
Tear.
would be time.
I
Yeah.
think it's time for. Oh wait, no,
Oh,
not yet.
well, shit. Do I need to upgrade my
Yes,
thingamajiggy?
I did a
Oh,
skill, and friendly.
I
did
used a
skill.
town skill, not an adventure
Yeah,
skill.
so you don't get a new town skill, but remember to check off your town skill that you used.
I did.
Okay.
I checked it off when I used it.
I'm gonna go with home remedies. And I'm gonna say that one of the main reasons that Friendly's been hanging around here, apart from the shenanigans, is that the spooky berries on the trees are like actually like really unique and rare, and things of their exact phenotype, genotype, whatever, their biological structure are like highly unusual. And so Friendly's been, essentially turning the poisonous berry juice into a form of like anti-venom, trying to make a master anti-venom out of them, essentially.
Okay.
So yeah, home remedies will be medicinal cures derived from spooky giant berries.
I'm gonna take healer. And this is so the text is maker of salves, bombs, potions, etc. I'm basically doing the bartending shit. F Sharp starts accidentally serving drinks that are actually healing potions. It's like, here, have this kick-ass cocktail, and somebody drinks it. It's like, wow, that cleared up my gout.
My gout.
Holy fuck, my acrobatics just went up by 30.
They're doing flips, and then it's like, oh, only 30 seconds. There it goes.
Don't jump between trees.
Yeah, that's no more fancy shit.
So question, why are we doing wear and tear now?
So we're supposed to do it
Yes, we don't
every
need to
3 games, and I
Oh,
count
okay.
6 games in total now.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6. I think actually 7. I think we might have gone over by 1, but that's fine. We'll just do wear and tear now. It's all good. It's all good. All right, let me find wear and tear. Oh, we did wear and tear, right? Because we upgraded the thing.
Yeah.
Yes. So we need to do another minigame now.
We've definitely done a wear and tear. Yeah.
Yes. Well, oh wait, the upgrade was from the festival. Yeah. So we need to do wear and tear.
Okay.
Oh my god. So we're going to increase tavern ratings twice.
Cool. I guess we get an NPC now.
I'm good at making
Or we
those.
can just have a bomb ass kitchen.
It would be funny to upgrade the kitchen again.
Just pile everything into kitchen.
We do need to play the game first. Anyone can play as a group. Decide. Oh yeah, we need to. Yeah. Anyone can play as a group. Decide what parts of the tavern need fixing and touching up, and what the new features of the tavern are. So I guess we should decide generally which area we're putting our point in to inform what we're improving.
Oh.
Create
Yeah.
an NPC.
Yeah, I was thinking NPC only because, like, I feel like when we were thinking about wanting to be busy, we didn't have anybody.
Yes.
And, like, and Taro's like, I really want somebody because I want somebody to help me besides Blander on next time I cut myself. With my bright blood.
Okay, I was thinking about repurposing a salt golem. I don't know how we feel about that. That was an idea I had. You know.
I like it, but let me pitch you the montage of us interviewing people for the new position.
I do like that concept.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Does that
if
mean
it
we
ends
each get
up-
to pick? Does that mean, okay, if we do this, can we each create an NPC and then interview them and then pick our favorite NPC?
Oh, I mean, sure.
The salt golem could be one of them.
I'm sure if you're game. I'm game to do that. Oh, I need to think of an NPC now. Although maybe I can just be Blanderon.
Is that what we do
Oh.
for the game? What is the game that we have to play
So
to?
the game is take turns describing what work you're doing on the tavern. Choose one of the following prompts to get started, or come up with your own. Everyone should pick one. But if instead of doing that, we want to interview an NPC for the new fucking character, I would rather do that. That sounds like more fun.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Especially because, like, how much can we each do when we're trying to get another employee?
So we each coming up with a different NPC that is an
Yeah, we each come up with an NPC, and we have to ask it. So this is okay. This is how I picture it playing. Everyone comes with an NPC, and then the people aside from the person who created the NPC will all ask it a question and it answers, and then we pick which NPCs are favorite based on answers.
Okay. Try and think of something that is in the smallest way reasonable. Blanderon had a friend, right?
Yeah, he's got some bros.
Yeah, didn't he? He had like a couple
Yeah,
other
yeah.
friends that were like super basic too.
Yeah, he had bros for sure. We don't know much about the bros, but there's bros. Elf bros.
Elf bros. For life.
Okay.
I did this all on one layer because I was stoned and now I'm upset. I'm just gonna keep doing it on one layer.
Need to look up some Lord of the Rings elf names.
So is Mothman like the Mothman, or are there Mothmen?
There is no Mothman in our game.
There could be.
I think he was asking about Mothman.
Yeah, I mean like the concept. Yeah.
It's one.
One yeah, in cryptids as we know them, there is a Mothman.
Okay, cool. No.
It's primarily known for like foretelling really bad stuff happening, right? Like predicting the future.
Yeah, they felt it as like a omen of like doom, not the cause of it. It's a moth with bird wings. Pisses me off.
What happened?
I need some more
It
white
has
girl
many
names
lamps, brother.
other than Stacy.
Becky.
Becky. Stephanie.
Stephanie. What about Janet? Remember Duncan? Damn it, Janet.
Monica? Just Monica.
I'm not using Monica.
How about Moniker?
Monicarial.
Mitochondria.
There we go. There's a winner.
Okay, I got my NPC.
Oh Jesus.
Oopsies.
Okay, I've got my NPCs. I got my NPC. I just need to finish naming it. We're not hiring the storm summoning cryptid butterfly swarm to work in the tavern, though.
No, definitely not. That would be crazy.
Perhaps be
And we're not crazy.
How you guys doing with your NPCs?
Oh, I already had one before we like started.
Okay.
I think I'm in a decent place.
Okay.
Okay, who wants to present their guy first?
I can go first. So, my guy is two halflings called Fidget and Forkhazel who stand on each other's shoulders and switch
I love
positions and move around in probably like a little bit of a disconcerting way.
It's like a couple of acrobats, and we're just like, what the fuck?
Yes.
That's great.
Okay, so we would each ask them a question, I guess.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna do the voices, but imagine them talking like Andy and Ollie from Bob's Burgers.
I don't. I assume that they haven't watched that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm watching enough episodes of that.
Hey, I don't know their names at all.
They're two little kids who like, hi Andy,
Hi, Ollie."
Ollie.
Are they? So they're not the main characters' kids?
No.
They're like ensemble kids from the school. That one of the first bits you see them in is they're starting a news. They're supposed to be doing a news channel at school, and they're like doing the weather, and they're like, "Back to you, Andy. Back to you, Ollie. Back to you, Andy. Back to you, Ollie." Who wants to
That's
ask
great.
my halflings a question about how eligible they are for employment?
How good are you guys at multitasking?
We're great. We finish each other's tasks and sentences.
Cool.
Oh boy.
We're hiring for front of staff, right?
I don't think that there's a specific.
We're just hiring another hand.
Yeah, we're just hiring another hand.
Okay.
How are you with customers?
Customers. They come up my hands. I see them everywhere, and I got everything to do with the customers.
Are you currently on drugs?
I'm not on drugs, lady. I'm just having a good time.
Okay, friendly, you have to ask a question.
Oh boy. Has either one of you ever been possessed? And if so, what happens to the other one when one of you is possessed?
Fidget, were you ever possessed? Orkazel, were you ever possessed? Don't lie to me about being possessed. I wasn't possessed. I don't think either of us were possessed, sir.
These two are awfully notable.
I think that's everybody asked a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, next. Who wants to go next?
I have a cat girl named Petal. That is a Bengal cat.
Ink raises a brow.
I just picture like, how dare. Because cats are territorial. She's dressed in a cute little lolly dress with frills and like bows against her ears.
Stop appealing to me personally. I mean, continue appealing to me personally, but now I'm going to have to think more carefully about my character's response.
Am I in the wrong building?
I'm trying to think of how Ink will respond.
No, don't worry.
Ink's like, yes. Okay.
Ink, they're here. They're the new one of the new potential hires. Don't be like that.
Does nobody else have any questions?
I was waiting to see what Ink's question was. I can.
No, I'm trying to think of what Ink's question would be.
Okay. I can't think of the right words for F sharp, but I think she would basically ask about how you would deal with an angry or stressed customer.
I noticed that when I start purring, they tend to calm down. I picture like the Puss in Boots with like the big eyes, just like, excuse me, can you please stop?
That's adorable.
Yeah, just make an adorable little cat girl.
Ink wants to know how they plan on since they're so petite. Well, he doesn't say since they're so petite, but how they're planning on helping carry luggage to the various like when carrying luggage for the customers.
I can drag it.
Friendly needs to ask.
You see catnip growing on the shelf. Do you take it? Yes or no?
No, but it would be very hard not to.
You might be honest.
Is friendly just using this as the chance to like plan future pranks?
I think so.
Also, does that mean he was planning on getting one of my two halflings possessed? Or both
That's
of them?
definitely what got read to me. I want that to just like thinking of how can I fuck with this new hire.
Alright. So
Someone just hazes everybody.
A Minotaur walks in. Hi, my name's Jarek Toughfist, and he sits down, and the chair beneath him like bends. He's like as big as F Sharp kind of thing. And he like fiddles his like fingers nervously. He's like, my passion is tea and fine china, but everyone would laugh when they and say, you'll just be like a bull in a china shop.
I love this image.
yeah, I'm like nudging Tara, being like, I love this guy.
If you give me a shot, I can prove my worth and show you I'm not just a clumsy, dumb animal.
It's a good thing we just opened up a bakery section. How good are you at making coffee, though?
Sorry, what was the question?
Said, how good are you at making coffee, though? Tea is my passion.
Yeah, I prefer tea, but I can easily make a good coffee. I grow my own tea plant, so I'm not quite as good with coffee, but I definitely can learn. It's fairly similar. You gotta hot water in the cup, etc., etc.
Just hot water.
He starts sweating profusely.
Yeah. You pour the beans in the cup. You pour hot water in the cup.
No. I know you gotta use the filter. You don't want the tea leaves mixing with the water you're gonna drink. I figure it's the same with beans.
A barista trained Minotaur. Now I've seen everything, if I haven't before already.
God, Blandron's gonna have a time getting this person to make their frappuccinos.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know. I think Blandron's frappuccino is just like, like slushy, but with no flavoring.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally just the ground up ice.
Oh,
It's a snow cone. It's just snow.
That's true.
I love Blanderon.
So, F Sharp comes over to the table, turns the chair around so that it's backwards, so like the back of the chair is up against the table, and like puts her elbow down on the table with her hand out and like eyeballs him.
Like she has her hand out to like grasp.
Yeah, it's like she wants to arm wrestle.
Yeah, he doesn't even like, he doesn't miss a beat. He grabs it like right away and is like, goes right at it.
Okay, like he's like serious.
Yeah, like he's not gonna be upset if he loses, but yeah, he's like, fuck yeah, let's do this.
I think it like deadlocks for ages until one of them is like, I guess we gotta stop because otherwise we're gonna be here for the next like hour.
Yeah, the
like...
table between them is bending down.
Yeah. Maybe
maybe
the table like actually breaks.
Yeah, we break the table and we're just like, I'll call it a draw.
Tara's just like screaming.
I guess like F sharp like gets up, like brushes herself off, looks bashful. Is like, I'll go call a repair person. You're good. We should hire this guy. I like him.
Did Friendly ask a question?
Friendly, not yet. Premeditate some prank to pull on this
Minotaur.
Any strong feelings about long, winding corridors? Do you tend to get lost easily?
He started sweating profusely. No. I've learned a trick with twine.
That being said, didn't they have to get through a labyrinth to get into the fucking building?
Yes, they do.
So that's kind of like a step in the right direction.
I hope you won't ruin my fun.
I actually think this is perfect because if he's serving, then he is the Minotaur in the middle of the labyrinth.
Yeah, I'm loving that.
Gotta love them. Oh wait, it's not Thebes. What's the name of the labyrinth?
Oh shit.
Okay, Google. What's the name of the Minotaur's labyrinth?
The Labyrinth of Crete.
Crete. Yeah.
Gotta love.
Oh, I activated both the Googles. Okay, Google. Stop. What did I say, phone?
Gotta love a good Crete reference.
Yeah, we love Crete for sure.
All right, is that?
Did
you get your labyrinth question answered, or did we start?
Yeah, I suppose in a sense the labyrinth question is answered. Yes.
He's learned a twine trick.
Okay.
Wish he'd forget the twine trick.
Daryl, your character.
So my character is named Hiro, Hiro. He's a mid-20s human warrior. His whole family was recently murdered by his brother, and his village was burnt down. And he's got a mysterious mark on his hand that he doesn't know what it does. He wants to work in the kitchen.
I think Taro should take the since it's kitchen wise, I think Taro should take the reins on the first question. It's her kitchen. She would be the most protective of it.
How long ago was your family killed?
My family was killed 3 weeks ago. I barely escaped with my life.
Why are you immediately applying to a kitchen job?
I'm out of work now, so I need something to do. I'm really quick with a blade, so I think I'd fit in with the kitchen great.
Tara's just speechless. Like, fuck, didn't even try to get revenge, just went for a fucking goddamn capitalism. She's just like, she like brings out an onion and is like, cut this without crying.
Is Hiro like, that's fine, I feel nothing inside.
he draws his large sword. Cross! He throws it in the air and swings his blade multiple times faster than you can see, producing several neatly diced onions.
Ink's eyes tear up a little bit from the after the onion hits the table. Like, my senses
anymore. I'm gonna need to wait for my overdrive.
The fire burnt off my tear ducts.
Ink wants to know what this warrior cooks. Like, what is his specialty?
Meat is my specialty. If it's meat, I want it.
Hi, Hiro? You said your name is?
Hiro, indeed, yes.
I just gonna check this. Hypothetically speaking, if an elf, mysterious elf, was to proposition you on some kind of adventuring errand, they would maybe say the words, would you be in my party for XP and gold? Would that be a thing that would sway you to that kind of life?
No, I'm honestly, at least for right now, I'm looking for steady work and not an adventure. People keep trying to call me to adventure, but I'm just not into it right now.
All right. Yeah, some light devil as the part-timer vibes,
Oh yeah.
ignoring the cool of adventure to cut onions.
Okay, now we have to. So the best part is, even if we don't hire your character, they are still a named NPC now and can come to the tavern later.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to put my dude in the named NPCs. I already know which person I want to hire.
My
Uh,
gut.
Ink has a bias against Petals because of the cat thing. So Petals is out for Ink. I think Ink likes the two guys. The two was it their
Fidget and Forkhazel. They're
Yeah.
two halflings.
Yeah, they're interesting, and
Oh,
he thinks they're neat.
Maybe I can open this on my phone.
Minotaur guy, definitely Minotaur guy.
Yeah, I'm also leaning towards Minotaur guy.
I was thinking Minotaur guy, but I was thinking from Taro's point of view, having a guy that can cut an onion like that would be like super handy. She could see she's outvoted, but she's like, next time.
I feel there is probably like a 10, 15, or 20-minute discussion about the merits of hiring somebody based on their merits versus hiring somebody who's cool. Hiring somebody who doesn't technically know how to make coffee but has a lot of enthusiasm for it.
He also grows his own tea leaves, which I think Taro would like.
Yeah, Taro would also like that because
she's
also like, oh, somebody else can cook the meat because I'm vegetarian.
What's the name of your dude?
I'll copy paste it into the chat. He's Jarek Toughfist.
Jarek Toughfist.
I'm just gonna paste it under the live show.
Well, my pen sounds kind of fucked up.
Yikes.
But I just
Daryl, you've never read Snow Crash, right?
Hero Protagonist? Yeah, Hero Protagonist, yeah. That's true. But no, I haven't read it.
I was assuming that name was going to be like a Snow Crash cut. I guess it kind of was.
It's kind of where I started from, at least. I've never read Snow Crash, but I know the concept.
Yeah. So we got what was the name of the cat girl?
Oh,
Petal.
Did I just create
a sheet?
sheet?
Petal. Okay.
I just created a sheet. That's where we're doing this? Okay,
Yeah, in the section with NPCs.
Okay.
Eve, can you fill out the section for Jarek?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's not updating.
And then the other dude is. Oh. Hang on, did Hero have a last name?
No.
Okay. Hey.
He's forsaken his last name.
You don't even know what village he's from. He just says a village. He says 3 weeks ago nobody finds any record. If you did look, would you be able to find the village that was ransacked?
Well, I mean, you wouldn't find much left, but very immensely burnt down village.
But like, it's like obvious that it was like recently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Killed everyone in the village.
Then he's just like, cool.
He can't work as a farmhand anymore, and he's pretty upset about it.
I gotta say that after this, for flavor, fucking Chef Sharp's gone from the tavern for a bunch of times, and she finds some people and goes over to where Hero's village was.
Aw.
That's an interesting. Yeah.
Dude, if it's near, you said it was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
If it's near us and somebody came into a nearby village and killed everyone.
Well, I think it was it was done by someone living in the village, but yeah.
still,
That doesn't mean they're not a psychopath who's gonna come and murder
it's-
all of us.
it's
yeah, no,
like-
I'm just saying it wasn't. It wasn't. Someone didn't come into the village. It was from within. But yeah,
it's a concerning thing.
yeah.
I don't know if, like, would Hero be into that?
Hero probably doesn't want to go back, and if it's not useful to him, setting up a new life in these trees, like he's not. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
He
not.
doesn't really want to
It's
investigate it or anything.
yeah, it's not that F Sharp would be like, hey, do you want to go back to the place that you obviously intentionally left because of trauma? But be like, will you give me directions to that place?
Oh yeah. He would definitely do that. Yeah.
And not be mad at me that I'm going to investigate this.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to think that it's an immensely big deal.
Okay.
That's weird. I wonder what happened to him.
Trauma. Okay, it's 10. We got time for some more. We got time for some more. Is there anything else in? I guess that technically we take a smoke break now, so I'm just gonna run and get a glass of water.
All right.
I'm gonna chill.
Well, I say run. I'm gonna walk, and I'm gonna have my headphones on, so I'm technically not going anywhere.
Can I possible? What happens if I open? Oh shit. Okay.
What did you do?
I'm just trying to make my computer work. Okay.
What very technical thing is Daryl doing that he?
Okay,
keeps
so
making
like I
funny
keep
noises?
having this problem. So I'm running Google Sheets through my Chrome browser,
Okay.
and it'll just freeze periodically, and then when I try and reload it, it just won't.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what's going on with me. So I'm
Okay.
trying to sort that out.
Well, I stopped using Chrome because it was just misbehaving too much.
What do you use now?
I use Brave, which is another Chromium-based browser, and it has built-in ad blocking.
Oh, interesting. Great.
It's great. It has a nice thing on the screen when you open it that tells you how many ads and it's blocked, how much bandwidth it saved you, and how many seconds of load time it saved you by blocking stuff.
Interesting. Oh yeah.
All I can think is the robots from Mitchell's versus the Machine being like kiss ass or whatever they said.
I assume you when your movie night with Estes back on, you're gonna get them to watch Mitchell's versus the Machines.
It's gonna be one of the movies I get them to watch at some point. Definitely.
Oh, the movie was so good. All right, I have water and I'm back. And I guess we pick another mini game.
I guess is it you now?
I think it's me, right?
Yeah,
I
it's
feel like
you.
I've not picked for a little while, so
Yeah.
let me look at the list. And yeah, I was asking for white girl names because I was thinking of doing a white girl elf, but I literally couldn't find a good portmanteau of a white girl name and an elf name that sounded right. So that's where we're at. Friendly Tavern Brawl, Festival Day. No, we did Festival Day.
I'm down here now.
What's a Bard's Tale?
I once was a hero named Ragnar the Red.
Yeah, I don't want to do a Bard's Tale because I want somebody else to be able to do a Bard's Tale so that they can make me the Bard if they want.
I'll do it.
You don't have nobody has to, but that's I don't want to. I want to not.
I like
play it for
making
that
NPCs.
reason. Maybe I should do a glass of the gods since I am now the bartender.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a glass of the gods. This was one of the more fun games that I played last time I played this. Alright, adventurers like a stiff drink, and most of the time they're just looking for a good ale or cheap wine. However, sometimes a troubled adventurer will come in looking for answers, and letting them drink themselves into oblivion is the wrong answer. It's your responsibility to mix the perfect drink. Something perfect for the situation that can push the adventurer to look inside and find the answer on their own. Setup: one player is the adventurer, another player is the bartender. The adventurer can be played by a player character, regular patron, or new face. The bartender should be a player character or an NPC created for a cuisine rating of 3 and 4, and this just gave me a really horrific idea. What if this is after F Sharp's come back from this village where she was investigating these murders and is like fucking shook?
Oh yeah.
And I guess initially is so I guess my initial question for this is how does somebody peel F Sharp from behind the bar and put her back in front of the bar so she stops pouring her own drinks?
So now our characters interact with F Sharp.
So sorry, I need to pick. One player is the an adventurer and another player is the bartender. So I guess in this case, the adventurer is F Sharp, and then somebody else will need to be the bartender.
Do you create it, or does the person?
It should be a player character or an NPC created cuisine rating 3 or 4. I'm totally okay with it being our new guy, Jarek, if that's what you want to play. But
Yeah, sure, I could be.
It's time for some calming tea.
Yeah, he comes over with some calming tea.
Use some chamomile.
Yeah.
Okay. So
He sits down across from her, being like, "Hey, I notice you've been a bit different since you came back. I was hoping that this would help."
Ashop like takes the tea gently, quietly, and like blows on it and then sips it. There's some other stuff to this game, so let me just go through it quickly. So adventurer, you have a trouble, which I already described. Ashop's been really shook by something that they saw. Bartender, describe the current atmosphere of the tavern and one detail about the adventurer that draws your attention.
That was you, right?
No, you're the bartender. You're serving.
I'm the bartender.
Yes,
okay, yeah.
That's why I'm fucking with this, because in this case I'm being the adventurer.
Oh, okay. You're the bartending adventurer, and I'm the not bartender. I got you.
I'm the bartending adventurer, and you're the adventuring bartender. Oh no, wait! I'm the adventuring bartender, and you're the bartender. Fuck.
Yeah.
Say the thing.
Describe
say
the
what I need.
atmosphere and one detail about the adventure. One detail about F Sharp that draws your attention.
It's quiet right now. We don't have any guests, and the profuse the constant drinking was what tipped him off.
Okay. So yeah.
He figured maybe this will help sober you up. Just like add some tea in there, so
it's a hell of a day for a new hire.
Yeah.
I mean, she would have been gone a little bit.
Yeah.
So, just
I think that like Jarek and F Sharp have interacted for like maybe a couple of days. Because they had to get shit together to leave, and also.
But he's a sensitive Minotaur.
And also F Sharp's not gonna like be like, hey, we're gonna hire somebody new, and then like take off the next day.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a list of questions here, Eve, that you can ask, but you can also ask any
Where
questions.
is that?
It's in the section called Mixing the Glass. I will actually, here's an idea. What if
under mini games, I assume?
No, I need to actually put it in the sheet. 1 second. I've just had a really genius idea, so I have to copy paste things one at a time, which is to just snip to like take a screenshot of the whole page.
Oh yes.
There
Good old snipping tool.
Oh yeah, when I found out about the snipping tool, holy shit, that's incredible. Yeah.
Where did we put it?
It's in a tab called Mixing the Glass. So there's a list of questions you can ask.
Okay.
And then let me go back to the tab here. Ask as many as are necessary. Once there are no more questions to ask, the bartender mixes the drink. And then we've got more prompts to go through, which we can do when we're done, doing the scene.
So I'm gonna start by asking, instead of do you have a favorite fruit, do you have a favorite tea?
F Sharp's like quiet for a while. She gets far enough through the tea so that there's 2 ounces of space in the top of the tea, and then puts liquor in the tea, and then
He Jarek says nothing but notices.
is that like noticeable?
Yeah, he like looks, glances at the bottle and like just shuffles slightly, but
and then she drinks some more and she's like, camomile's okay.
he nods and it's like, yeah, it's a pretty common favorite among non-tea goers. So I just ask another one.
Yeah, you basically keep going until you feel like you know enough to make the perfect drink for me to get me out of my.
Oh, okay.
Or until you're like, fuck this.
Yeah, sure. He's gonna ask if F Sharp has a sweet tooth.
F Sharp like thinks and it's like, yeah, and, I like sugar sometimes.
I assume you like hard liquor.
Yeah, sugar's great once it's been fermented. Speaking of, can you just go grab the bottle from behind the bar and bring it over here?
He like pauses, but nods and like brings the bottle over, but pours it for F Sharp.
Now she's looking at what you're doing.
Ooh, interesting. He does some like fancy stuff. I don't want to say that he'd see on TV unless it's like gonna be like Taco from TV. But like he does like fancy stuff that he's seen other bartenders do to like where they like shake the thing fancy and they like flip the bottles ridiculous.
Like playing with the tumbler.
At one point, yeah. At one point, he drops a bottle and smashes, but he like doesn't really take a pause. He just grabs the next one without, because he's still kind of clumsy.
Depending on how good his observation skills are, he'll notice that F Sharp is smiling like a really small amount.
Okay, good, perfect. He's winning her over.
Cars going on the shipping chart.
I wish I knew more about alcohol.
I mean, I can answer, and I'm sure Nifty can answer any questions.
Yeah, I can give you a quick primer, or I can answer questions like.
Not Daryl though. If he starts talking about alcohol, he might relapse.
Time for Nifty's alcohol primer. I'm down.
It's technically not really an alcohol primer. It's more a like fancy drinks primer.
Ooh, look at you.
I was like super into cocktails for 5 years. I still am, but I don't want to like reacquire all the liquor I need to keep doing it.
Right? Fuck.
He's gonna ask how she got into or how she picked her instrument.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a really good question. Esha like looks at him and then looks down like she's thinking about it real hard. She grabs her tea, which is probably like a tiny bit too hot to do this, but she just like drinks the rest of the tea in one go.
Well, a tea shotgun? Damn.
And she's like, "You're not gonna believe this. I stole it."
He gasps. From who?
From a fancy orchestra.
Oh, shit.
That's fairly daring. And what made you choose this one specific to steal? Did you get slighted?
Lighted by the orchestra.
She comes round to Jaka. Jaka? I gotta.
Jarek?
Jarek. She comes
Think
around to
Jared, but with a K.
Jarek and like,
Yeah.
Like Jared and Derek had a baby.
puts a hand on his shoulder and like gestures to it. And she's like, Jarek, you've seen how big this thing is. Also, it's big, and also it plays enchanted music that
Ooh.
that controls monsters. I didn't know the second part when I stole it though. That's just cool extra.
Well, that she's just like smashed right now.
Yeah. I have one more question, but I think I know what he's gonna serve her. Were you buff before you stole it, or or is that how you became buff?
Jarek, if you're gonna steal an instrument this size, you need to be this buff before you try. Little piece of F-sharp wisdom.
He nods very seriously. Very true. Very true.
God.
He's gonna serve her a lavender chamomile gin.
Ooh.
Fancy. Is it lavender based on his like lavender tea
Yeah.
knowledge? All right, that was very cute. Thank you, Jade.
You're welcome.
And I think like the next day, F Sharp's still drunk a little, still being a little sullen with nearly everyone else. But the next day is fine, but not like fake fine, like, you know, everything's fine, but like on the men from whatever shit went down.
Things are going better.
Yes. That was also kind of heavy until I got into like stealing instruments from enchanted orchestras.
Got that nice little bit of humor still.
I can't do things that are all serious. It's 10:18. I don't really want to get into another thing because I'm not. Sure.
We can go into memories and do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh,
You're so smart.
shit.
You're so smart.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, fuck, no. No, fuck. Alright, wait, we're gonna figure this out, okay?
So I'm at 3 skills. Ink is at 2 skills. Friendly is at 2 skills, and Taro is at 1 skill. So we probably will get to the end of the game next week. I don't know if we'll actually get to play the final mini game. We can also at any point just be like, we're done playing this game and elect to play the last mini game.
I'm having fun with this.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
Yeah. Well, while the thought's still in my head, I feel like that Glass of the Gods is kind of like more interesting or perhaps useful when done with one of our player characters than done with an NPC, because like it seems like it has the potential to get like so much into your character history that it seems like it's better to do with the character you're playing as opposed to just like someone you just make up. I don't know.
It can be both. So the last time I did it, the NPC I played then became a fixture in the tavern because they were known to the bartender. I think because we had a big roster of NPCs, it was a good choice to be like, the focus of this is a player character.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was really interesting. I need to write a memory in here, and I'm gonna told Jarek about how they stole. But
Ink's memory for today is another cat tried to come in and take his territory.
And now I know what I'm going to write about in my journal entry, which is going to be this fucking orchestra with enchanted instruments.
I like it.
Although I still need to write about the butterflies, so I guess I'm writing two things now. Taro, do you have any memories to write down?
Yeah, taking part and absolutely crushing all the other druids.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What about you, Friendly?
Messing with a young adventurer by conning him into buying a defective wand.
You piece of shit. Ugh. Why did we hire this guy? Can we just hire another Jarek?
Friendly likes the mundane, the pastoral, and the mischievous.
I want to picture that he just like possesses every boat we got on, so we just couldn't get rid of him during our adventures. Okay, he's just a facet now.
One of us got a cursed item, and he was the curse.
It was just Friendly.
I like to think that for a while, it's like we think we got rid of him, and then by the time we arrived at the next town, we'd coincidentally run into somebody who was possessed by Friendly.
Hey guys, what you doing?
Do I want to write about the butterflies in my memories? I think I will.
If it were that easy to get rid of me, I would have been gone a long, long time ago.
Could hear us wishing that he was gone. He's just like,
That's not a very nice thing to think about me.
try to get rid of me. I won't hesitate.
I want to see some more Taro Friendly on screen. We haven't really seen that, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we've seen F Sharp and Ink, we've seen Taro and F Sharp. We've seen a little bit of Ink and Friendly together because of Chime.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We gotta do more stuff with several of us together.
Yeah. What mini games have we got left in here? The Rhythm of Things is a big one that we do together. A distinguished guest, kind of. A Bard's Tale is not. A Friendly Tavern Brawl we will definitely end up doing together.
Yeah,
Yes.
oh, right. Okay, good. I should try and maybe I'll write that down. I have a stupid idea for how that could happen.
Also, it seems like I thought I put Market Day on this list, but Market Day is not on this list. Do that. But yeah, we are gonna probably run out of mini games. I mean, we're just gonna play Sliced for a third time.
Even though that won't get us any closer to finishing the game.
I really like Slice because it's it helps me come up with like creature thingies.
No, I want like a whole game that's like Sliced. Like a whole. I really like the idea of a game where it's like you make a recipe and then you pass it down through generations and people keep modifying it and changing it.
That's
Yeah, that'd be cute.
But you know, I'm on my third design doc for a TTRPG that's unfinished, so I need to finish one thing before I can start another thing. Maybe we'll play my game on here, but probably not. This should not be checked. So it seems like everyone is enjoying Stewpot. Eve, did it meet up to your expectations from hanging out from when we were playing it?
yeah, it's really fun.
And is there anything, as facilitators, is there anything I can do in future sessions to, you know, make things better?
The only thing I was thinking is that sliced like seemed a little inconsistent. And that like I was never asked to describe what my dish was on their first go around. And also, like, we seem to have kind of a loose definition of what the difficulties are supposed to be.
Yeah.
Whether they are strictly with cooking the dish or procuring the dish or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Or both. Or like, yeah.
I mean, I can clarify the difficulties thing because I
Okay.
thought of this and then didn't put it into verbs. And I think you can describe a difficulty as long as it will affect the cook when they're in the kitchen, when they're trying to work with it.
Right. Okay.
Which means it could be a thing that makes it hard to obtain, but would also create a hassle for a cook for another reason, right?
Yeah.
So what was the other thing about sliced? Is not describing the dish. That was just a fuck up on my part, not reading the rules.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
It's because of the phrasing of some of the prompts. It's like you do actually need to describe what the dish is.
Yeah. I just felt some confusion about like who was like. I guess all the people who didn't play the game describe what the ingredients are that you acquire, and then the person who started the game like describes what the dish is supposed to be.
Yes.
Gather. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you didn't end up getting to make anything with your spice and your roots.
Yeah. I just kind of like.
And your gusher plant, fruit gush. Juicy fruit. God, I'm so upset that my fucking doll lost a toe.
Oh, yeah, it happens to the best of us. Yeah. Was that a cat?
No, Sean.
It was
knocked off.
Deshaun.
Oh yeah, I see.
I mean, it's my fault. I shouldn't have left it up there. I brought her out to work on her tattoo.
Sick.
Thank you.
I gotta see if I can find a way to fix this blind.
Hype to put that.
I was talking to Sean about getting some
Can you
those drink ones from IKEA.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
when you're done, can you do an isolated
Just
thing of just the text on the logo?
Wait a minute. We own this house.
Sorry, say that again.
The worst thing is gonna be like, oh, it has to be white. I'm like,
Oh, okay.
Tom are done talking.
Worst case, or they'll be like, put it back.
You just want the text?
Yeah, just the text when you're done.
Across
fiddling around. Because I'm sure I'm probably gonna need to come up with some other stuff to fill space in the stream.
I need to start using my fucking experience.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna work.
You can just use experience during the mini games for no benefit.
Oh, okay.
There's no rule that says that you can't just use experience when you feel like.
Okay, interesting.
Well, then I
but
would have just
it's
done that
like
instead of rolling tails.
Oh, I should keep that
Fuck.
in mind.
actually, yeah. If you wanna like do that for your vine making thingy.
Yeah, because bend the land to your will, force of nature.
Yeah. And then can you try and remember for next week that we have to describe what your town job is supposed to be?
Like a chef?
No, but like when you get the town experience, you're supposed to describe a thing about how you got the town experience. We could do that now. We've got 2 minutes left.
Okay.
That's fine. I'll do clean cut for next time.
Okay.
And I'll have that I did that to like get better at not cutting myself.
Oh, because you cut yourself during the festival.
Yeah,
oh,
because clean cut is mid-sized chop slice, so I'll just say that I took extra time.
That's so sad, though. Because, like, I imagine Taro being the person they are, they cut themselves, and then, like, they're always in the kitchen, just, like, practicing.
Yeah, just, like, super, like, nothing else going on. Just wanting to get plants.
Oh my gosh, it's like the thing in the comic I read recently where they're like, you're chopping onions again, we have so many chopped onions. What are we supposed to do with all these chopped onions?
Yeah, it's just her, like, just practicing. So, like, getting up extra early to do extra prep. Just, like, upset that in the panic they cut themselves, and she's just like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, the confusion around adventuring experience with this game continues. I play games as one-shots, and I might make some notes to be like, oh, I should clarify these things, and I never do.
Yeah, I like, I don't know, I guess it'd be good to have, like, more prompts about using your adventure stuff. Because, like, Festival Day comes with explicit prompts. Be like, hey, you should use your...
I think it'd be kind of cool if it's changed instead, too, to, like, the ingredient. And then, like, because every person does like a good and a bad. So like instead of doing like 3 ingredients, maybe 2, and then like each of us picks like a mundane food. So you have 2 weird ingredients and then 3 regular ingredients to try to mix together with the goods and the bads.
So I think that what I would do if I was gonna put my games design hat on, and make a change to this, I would be like, you can use a adventure experience to change the outcome from one like dice roll or card draw.
Yeah, that would.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like because we had like fucking 2 goods, 2 bads.
Yeah,
so you could like
would-
make 3 goods, 1 bad.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, or during the ingredient draw, you could literally like change something about the ingredient draw. If you could describe it with your adventure experience, like with your like understanding plants and animals, you're like, okay, I'm gonna re-roll the size of this,
Oh, I like that.
this fruit or vegetable,
Yeah.
because like the game's told me it's tiny, but I know if I grow it in the right soil, it's gonna be huge.
Yeah, that's fair. I like that.
Yeah, that would
I gotta
be
start calling clothes for her.
that'd be my pitch for it, but wanna be getting in there redesigning somebody else's game. That'd be weird.
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
time to homebrew.
I'm going to I'm gonna have to add that my character's missing a toe just because my doll's missing a toe.
Yeah, sure.
I'm
Why
so
not?
fucking broken.
I'm willing to
That'd be
like homebrew that, and in like 9 to 12 months time, if we come back round on this game and be like, we want to play Stewpot again, to try that. Let's put it that way. Let's put a pin in
Just
that.
make a whole game based on slice and dice, and we can come up with creatures.
I told you. Okay, I started making.
No, shh, just do it.
I started making a mall RPG. And then I was like, getting blocked. Like I was getting writer's block on that. So then I started a thing that was supposed to be a short game about flipping coins, a short tabletop RPG about flipping coins, and I got writer's block working on that, and I'm not about to start a 3rd thing. It's not happening.
Don't be a coward.
A job begun is a job half done. Alright, I'll think about it. If you guys are like, for such and such a day, I think that you should write a game about fantasy cooking, then I guess I can try. It means I'm then beholden to all of you to actually fucking make it. But if you do that, you're gonna have to live with me fucking agonizing in the Discord channel.
Who doesn't like some good agonizing?
Not like you. Well, actually, I don't know. Eve's okay with my agonizing.
Always.
Anyway, we should wrap up for tonight. Thank you, if you're here hanging out with us, and listening to us talk about minotaurs and cat people and hyperactive halfling twins, and weird butterflies that make storms, and arm wrestling to break tables. We will be back next week to play Stewpot again.
Good night, Buttery Sims.
Yeah, good night,
Night.
Buttery Sims.
Toodles.
Night, Liddy, if you're still here.
Liddy's definitely still there.
Alright. See you next week. Or, well, I won't see you, that would be weird. But you'll hear from us.